ॐ दक्षिणास्य समारम्भा शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ता स्मर्या गुरुपरम्परा श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। परिज्ञानाश्रम श्रीगुरुशङ्कर परिज्ञानाश्रम शङ्कर सद्गुरु केशववामन कृष्ण पाण्डुरङ्ग आनन्द परिज्ञान गुरु सद्यो जात शङ्कर सद्गुरु गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्. So we were in the 22nd stotra and we'll read it because let's begin every session with the stotra in which we are. So the 22nd stotra reads, Amrityuh sarvadrik simhaha sandhata sandhiman sthiraha ajo durmarshana shasta vishnutatma surariha. So we were actually, we completed the 200th name, Nama, 200th Nama, which was Simha. We also completed the 201st name, that is Sandhata. Now, I would just here, after completing 200 Namas, that means we have completed almost 20% of, the Sahasranama. By now, actually, all that has to be talked about Lord Vishnu, as Ishvara, more or less has been covered in these 200 names itself. The Swarupa Lakshanam of Lord Vishnu as Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta Atma, Akarta Atma, Jagat Karana Atma or Brahman, Jagat Sthiti Karaka Atma Brahma, and also Jagat Laya Karaka. All these as the very Swarupa Lakshanas of Lord Vishnu have been talked about. Then the various physical manifestations of Lord Vishnu, like how he looks, what are his ways, how his, Chaturvyuha, Chaturbahu, Kamalakshaha, Rajiva, this Pundarikakshaha. All these names we saw, which are talking about nothing but his physical experience. Then we talked about, many of these names talked about the Avatara Leelas. We talked about Kurma Avatara, which is the support of the entire, the Mandara Parvata, and also all the other Parvatas. And Mandara Parvata, especially in the situation of the Samudra Mathanam. We saw that. Then there was Varaha Avatara, which was talked about. And Varaha Avatara Rupena. Mahibhritaha, okay, the one who's a protector of the earth, the protector or the one who has brought up the earth from the clutches of the demon Hiranyaksha, as Varaha Avatara he was talked about. Vamana Avatara we already saw, that Vamana Rupataya Trivikramaha, Vamanaha, Sambhajaniyaha, and all these which refer to the Vamana Avatara, they were talked about. So we have had, Vamana Avatara. Krishna Avatara Rupena, he was already talked about. Govindaha. Again, Govindaha means the one who rescued the earth in the form of Varaha Avatara. Then the one who rescued the Vedas in the form of manifestation of Hayagriva. The one who protected all the goes, that is all the, the people and also the cattle of, this the Gokula. So as Krishna Avatara. Then he was talked about as the one, who is Maheshvasaha, the one with the great arrow, the one who is the, greatest wielder of the arrows, Rama Avatara Rupena. All these were talked about as the special manifestations. Then the special or the activity or those things which manifest as the actions of Lord Vishnu. Though Lord Vishnu is actionless, there are actions manifesting in the form of what? In the form of, the one who is a karma phala data, the one who actually distributes the karma phalas according to the desha, kala, vartamana, depending upon the prarabdha karmas of the individual. Then also he was talked about the one when you smarana matrena, when you surrender to Lord Vishnu, he is the one who is going to destroy the samsara for me, for the person who has surrendered to him. So samsara bhaya nashaha, the one who does, the one who is a protector. These were the some of the things, although the one who actually takes care of or who destroys the aris or the asuras, that was also talked about. The one who protects the devas, the one who protects the dharmic individuals, paritranaya sadhunam, vinachaya dushkritam. Also as Narasimha Avatara, he was talked about as Narasimha Vapuhu, and also the one who protected dharma in the form of, protecting the person, Prahalada, who was a dharmic person. So, more or less, all the aspects of Lord Vishnu here, where what we can see in the entire Sahasranama, I had said it in the beginning itself, that there are 4 or 5 groups in which we can divide the names, the 1,000 names, and all these groups have more or less been covered. Then does it mean that we can stop studying the Sahasranama Stotra? No. We have another 800 names to go. But then again, these 800 names are going to be talking about one of these things, Swarupa Lakshanam of Lord Vishnu, manifestations, physical manifestations of Lord Vishnu, which are useful for a bhakta as an alambana for his upasana. Then various specific, special forms of manifestation of Lord Vishnu in the form of the avatara leelas. And what are the things that is done? Lokapalaha, Mahipalaha, and these kind of the one who is the protector of everything, the one whom when you surrender, the one who literally takes you across to the abhayam param. All those things are going to come back again and again. Words may be different, meaning may be the same. The meaning may be different, the words may be the same. So the first 200 names, I took a little longer time. Initially, I started with only one stotra per class, then gradually extended to almost 2 stotras. And in the last few weeks, last few sessions, we have been doing almost 2.5 stotras in one session. And from now on, after these 200 names, I'm going to be a little faster because most of the names are going to be a repetition of what we saw in the first 200 names. The rest of the 80%, the 20-80 principle which we talk about, most of what has to be talked about Lord Vishnu's in the way a Sahasranama develops has been talked about. But then for the better understanding of the Upasaka, because it is a very, very difficult subject, Sukshmatvat, Durvigneyatvat. the same thing will be repeated in 800 more names. So we may probably be able to go a little faster. And when I'm going to come to a name or a nama, which either has not been dealt with in detail earlier, or the one which has a special meaning, I would like to just dwell upon it for a little longer time. So the 201st name we saw last time, which when we completed last session, was Sandhata. That is the one who connects the jiva with the appropriate karma phalas. Because see, I, this body mind sense complex, this body mind sense complex, not I, has come with a certain purpose of fulfilling certain prarabdha karmas. And those prarabdha karmas, according to a certain desha, kala, vartamana, have to come to me in the form of enjoying or suffering or experiencing. Let's not say enjoy, suffer. Experiencing the sukha, dukkha born out of those karma phalas. And that law of karma has to be so, precise that the karma phala belonging to this jiva cannot go to somebody else. So he's a karma phala Data, the one who is karma phalaihi purushan sandhatta iti sandhata. That's what Bhagwan Shankaracharya says. And wherever it is necessary for me to refer to Bhagwan Shankaracharya's bhashya to make the word clear, I will read out the bhashya also, because it may not be necessary all the time. And I really wish all of you who are listening, like you make a kind of a chart or something where you at least write one vachartha and one lakshartha that is being talked about. Sometimes there are many laksharthas, but then I'm trying to contain myself to one vachartha, that is the superficial word meaning of that particular nama, and one lakshartha, which talks about the deeper meaning of the nama. So now, with this kind of a plan, this kind of a planning, we'll go ahead with the next 800, namas. So we are now going to be in the 202nd name, second name, that is Sandhiman. Okay, Sandhiman. What is a Sandhiman? The one who is also responsible for making a jiva enjoy the fruits of one's action. Okay, so we saw the earlier also. It is Bhagavan Vishnu only who is manifesting in the form of karta, the one who is manifesting in the form of the very karma itself, who is manifesting in the form of karma phala itself. So if a sadhaka, if an upasaka can accept Lord Vishnu as the very karma, the very karta, I the karta am also the Lord. I the enjoyer of the fruits of action also is the Lord. So the enjoyer of the fruits of action. So that is what is called as the Sandhiman. Okay. So he is present in the form of a Sandhi, various connections. It is Lord Vishnu, who actually is the connecting, the cementing substance between many, many, many things. Therefore, it is what is called as the Sandhiman, the one who is also the Bhokta, also Karta, Karma, Bhokta, but not actually Karta, Karma, Bhokta, but through the body, mind, sense complex, Lord Vishnu, as the consciousness, manifests itself as the Karta also, the karma also, as the karma phala bhokta also. The 203rd nama, sthiraha, we have seen it many times before. Isn't it? Kutastaha, we have seen. The one who is changeless. Sthiraha means the one who is changeless. Achalaha, which we have seen. Ajaha, we have seen. Nityaha, we have seen. In Bhagavad Gita itself, you'll find Ajo Nityaha Shashvatoyam Puranaha. Ajaha, the one who is unborn. Sarvagataha, all pervading. Therefore, there's no question of any change. He is Kutastaha, abiding in himself. Sve mahimni tishtati. Kutastaha. Therefore, he is Sthiraha means the one the one who does not change and the one who is a constant. Do you know, in this whole world, everything is a variable. All science People who understand science and mathematics will know that mathematics cannot be there with only variables. There should be one constant. In any equation, it cannot be only variables, there should be one constant. This entire universe is variable, it varies at every step. There is one constant connection, the Sandhiman, what we saw the previous word, one constant connection, which is nothing but Ishvara. Do you know, I may have a connection with the world outside. I may be connected with a lot of objects outside. I may be connected with the situations outside. I may be connected with, people outside. With so many acquisitions that I've had, I'm connected to them in the form of property and this and that and all that. But do you know what is the only constant connection between me and Ishvara? Between me and everything, it's only Ishvara. My connection with Ishvara is the only thing that is the constant one. That doesn't change because I am Ishvara. Okay? Moolataya, Swarupataya, I am nothing but Ishvara. Therefore, Ishvara is Sthiraha, and therefore, the whole world is variable. What is the meaning of variable? Drishta Nashta Swabhavaha. The body is also Drishta Nashta Swabhavaha. There is only one thing which is not of the nature of Drishta Nashta Swabhavaha, the one which is constant, the one which is Kutastha, the one which is ever connected to every variable that is there. Therefore, Bhagwan Vishnu as Ishvara is called Sthiraha. And Shankaracharya Bhagwan interprets this word as Sada Ekarupatvat Sthiraha. Actually, here it is very, very simple Sanskrit. Those of us who have even a little idea about Sanskrit can understand how beautifully every word is explained by Bhagwan Shankaracharya. Ekarupatvat. Ekarupa. There's no changing rupas. Ekarupatvat. Being a constant, nirguna, nirvishesha, nirvikari atma, being the swarupam of Lord Vishnu, sthiraha, kutastaha, changeless, nirvikari. That's the only constant in the world. That's why if I have to connect myself to something, with what should I connect? Should I connect myself to a variable which is there today and not there tomorrow? The whole universe is nothing but variables. And the whole universe is nothing but objects, situations, and people, nothing else. And my connection with any number of people, I have got 200 friends, I have got 2,000 friends on the Facebook. No, it has no meaning at all. Ultimately, there is one connection, one constant connection, and that is with Ishvara. And if I understand that, all the other variables, I will do my duty towards them, I will enjoy my relationship towards them, I will play my role with all those variables, never get affected by them. Therefore, Sthiraha. 204th Nama. Ajaha. Now, Ajaha comes once before, we have seen in the 95th Nama. Again, it is going to come. Normally, what do we mean? Ajaha. Ajaha means the one who is not born, birthless. The birthless, causeless cause of the entire universe. Okay. But here in this particular 204th verse, how is Ajaha explained? Bhagwan Shankara says that the one who moves. Just now we saw the name Sthiraha, the one who does not move. Correct? We saw the Sthiraha, changeless, movementless, the one who does not move. But immediately we have Ajaha. Ajaha means what? The one who moves, the one who has a gamanam. Ajati gachati iti ajaha. Okay? So, what is the meaning of this? Ajati gachati. He is available in every jiva as the consciousness. Therefore, it looks as though Ishvara is moving, or our Lord Vishnu is moving into every jiva. Gachati iti, as though gachati iva. Gachati iva. Therefore, in Taittiriya Upanishad, there is one, sentence which says, Tat srishtva tadevanupravishat. Lord Vishnu created this universe and entered into this universe. There is nothing called entry. The whole thing is Lord Vishnu. There's no question of entry here. But then the whole creation which was created, it was simultaneously entered by means Karana Rupena. It was there in all the Karyam. Therefore, it looks as if with the creation of every Jiva, as if this consciousness, Lord Vishnu, has moved into every Jiva's heart. Therefore, Ajati Gachati iti Ajaha. Gachati iva. It cannot move. Sthiraha sthanuhu. Lord Vishnu cannot move. Consciousness cannot move. But we have to take it in the lakshartha of that. Wherever there is a karyam, the karanam is inherently available. Therefore, it looks as though Lord Vishnu is going and entering into every karyam of his. Okay, so that is what it is mean by ajaha. Then 205. Durmarshanaha. Durmarshanaha. The one who cannot be conquered, the one who cannot be contained, the one who cannot be obstructed. Satya sankalpatvat, satya kamatvat, satya sankalpavatvat, durmarshanaha, the one who cannot be won over, the one who cannot be contained. It is an extension of the same meaning as we saw aniruddhaha, unstoppable, unobstructable. So that is the extension of this durmarshanaha. That means marshitum na shakyate iti durmarshanaha. Bhagwan Shankaracharya's commentary. That is marshitum na shakyate. The one who cannot be stopped, the one who cannot be controlled, the one who cannot be in any form obstructed. Therefore, he is Satya Sankalpa Rupena. And that Sankalpa of Lord Vishnu, in the form of the various laws of the entire universe, will continue in spite of whatever it may be. Then the 206th Nama says, Shasta. Shasta means what? The one, again, the shasanam or the running of this entire universe in its precise manner, whatever is going on in the form of a certain law and order. So Shasta means here the one who maintains the law and order, maintained in the form of the very law itself, in the very law of order itself. Another thing is, that is Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, Shasana Karta Shasta. Shasana Karta. Shasana Karta means the one who maintains the law wherever it is. Whatever. There are certain laws, they have to be implemented, they have to be followed. If we don't, we are being against Ishvara. That's it. That's what is it. So the one who maintains, the Shasanam, especially the Shasana of Dharma, Dharma Samsthapana. Dharma is maintained. Dharma is the one, Dharayati, the one which really holds the universe together, is Dharma. And therefore, Shasana Karta, the one who maintains the cosmic universal laws and especially all the laws of Dharma. Shasta can also mean a guru, an instructor. Okay, Shasta, an instructor, a guru, the one who gives this Atmajnanam, the one who, has started this particular tradition of teaching. So he is also called as a Shasta, is also called as the preceptor. And in the form of the Buddhi Rupena Samsthita, this consciousness, Lord Vishnu, being present in the Buddhi of every individual Shiva, directs the Buddhi towards dharma in the form of dharma. And at the same time, it is said that he is the one, Bhagwan Vishnu is the one who is the preceptor of this highest knowledge called as the Brahma Vidya. And he is also the one who is known through Shruti, Smriti, Itihasa, Purana, etc. Therefore, he is called as the Shasta or the perceptor. Then we say 207th Nama is Vishrutatma. Vishrutatma. The one who is specifically known through the words of Veda. Vishruta Atma, specially known. We cannot understand Ishvara or Brahman by any other pramana, by any other means. The only pramana, the only means of knowledge by which we can understand what Brahman is, what Atma is, what Ishvara is, it is only through the Shruti pramana. So Bhagwan Shankaracharya explains this word as Visheshena Shrutaha Satya Jnanadi Lakshana Atma Ataha Vishrutatma. The one who is explained by the Shruti, because Ishvara or Brahman is not available for any other means of knowledge, and we do not know really what the nature of Lord Vishnu is. And it is only through the Shruti and Smriti we understand the real nature of Atma. Therefore, Ataha Vishruta Atma, Visheshena Shrutaha. Visheshena Shrutaha. The Shruti goes out of the way. Shruti means Vedas. Go out of the way to make us understand what this Atma is. What is the manifestation of Atma is. Lord Vishnu as Atma can be understood only in a very special way, only through the Shabda Pramana or the Shruti Pramana. Therefore, he is called as the one who is specially known, specifically known through Shruti Pramana. Therefore, he is called as Vishrutatma, Vishruta Atma. Then 208 Nama. Surariha. Sura Ari Ha. Sura Ari. Who are the Suras? The Devas. Suras are supposed to be the Dharmic people. Suras are supposed to be the ones who are the functionaries who maintain the order of the universe. Whereas Asuras are the Aris or enemies of the Suras. And what do the Asuras try to do? They try to disrupt the harmony. They try to disrupt the laws of the universe. And therefore, Lord Vishnu is Surariha, the one who destroys all the Asuras. That is, you see in any Avatara Leela, the most important of the Avatara Leelas is the destruction of Asuras wherever you see. In some avatars, there are multiple asuras who are destroyed by one avatara. Like you say, Krishna avatara. How many asuras were destroyed by starting from a baby Lord Krishna, from Putana onwards, from Keshi onwards, and that, what is that, Kaliya onwards, right from his birth to the childhood to the, teenage, later, how many asuras have been destroyed? Adharmic people have been destroyed by Lord Krishna. Rama, how many, the very purpose of Rama's going to the forest actually was to destroy all those asuras who were a menace to the rishis and to the ashrams who were involved in their pujas to maintain the harmony of the universe. All the rishis were troubled by so many asuras in all these forests. And the ultimate lakshartha of, though there may be stories being talked about why Rama had to go to the forest, but that was the purpose of his avatara. That multiple, how many Rakshasas have been destroyed by Rama, not only Ravana, not only Ravana. Now, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, they are not the only ones. So many others have been actually destroyed. Therefore, the one who is the destroyer of those who interfere with the dharma and cause Dukkha to the, Dharmika Purushas. So every avatara. Some of the avatars may come for one special purpose, like Narasimha Avatara came to destroy only Hiranyakashipu, no other, nothing else. Whereas Rama Avatara, Krishna Avatara came, so many people, so many asuras had to be, put to an end. Like that here, Surariha, basically in multiple avatara forms, he has come, Lord Vishnu has come to rule out or to remove adharma. See, it's not possible to completely remove adharma. Yes, dharma has to dominate, but adharma also is there to balance. But when the adharma becomes absolutely out of control, like what is happening now in Kali Yuga, so what will happen? Bhagwan has to come back again. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam is to come back again. Now let's go to the 23rd stotra. So, Gurur Gurotamo Dhama Satya Satya Parakramaha Nimisho Nimishasrigvi Vachaspatirudaradhihi. So, 209th Nama, Guruhu. What is the meaning of Guru? The one who knows all knowledge. There may be a dance guru who knows all intricacies of one knowledge. There may be a music guru who knows the intricacies of one particular knowledge. A physics guru knows the intricacies of physics, little bit of maths and chemistry and this and that. But here, Lord Vishnu is the knower of all knowledge because he is all knowledge. Samagra Jnanam, Samagra Jnanatvat, the Bhaga of Samagra Jnanam. He is the Sarvajnaha, Sarvavit, the knower of all branches of knowledge. And which is this, Sakala Vidyanam Varishta Vidya, Brahma Vidya. We saw that in the Kaivalya Upanishad, isn't it? Among all the Vidyas, that which is the most exalted Vidya, Brahma Vidya. So is the knower. He is himself, Lord Vishnu himself is the very embodiment of Brahma Vidya. Therefore, he is called as Guru. Guru is what? Has that knowledge which is unshakable, which is complete. Many of us are very proud of our degrees and our knowledge, but our knowledge is only up till the next question. We are so shaky, we are so doubtful. If somebody challenges us a little stronger than what somebody who knows little more than us, all that we know is challenged. So all our knowledge is full of doubts, always shaking. But Lord Vishnu's knowledge is something which is absolutely stable, absolutely stable. And the one who's capable of giving this knowledge to everybody. So Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, Samasta Vidyanam Upadeshtritvat Kuruhu. Therefore, Ishvara comes in the form of Guru, teaching all the Laukika Vidyas and Atma Vidya also. Therefore, we say that, as Adi Guru, we have the tradition of Dakshinamurti onwards. Dakshinasya Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyama Asmadacharya Paryanta Vande Guru Parampara. Isn't it? And here we have other tradition. Okay, Lord Vishnu, then Padma Bhuvam, Vashishtam, all these things, Vyasam, Vyasaha, Vashishtaha, all these people, that one particular tradition. So he's the Guru, the all-knower. And the Guru is Brahma Swarupa, Vishnu Swarupa, Shiva Swarupa. That's why you say Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. 210th Nama is Guru Tamaha. Tamaha, Guru Tamaha, the most exalted among all teachers. What does it mean? Because of being Sarvajnaha, because of being Sarvavit, Lord Vishnu is somebody who can give out all types of vidyas, but he needs some instrument through whom these vidyas can be given. So the most exalted teacher, the teacher who has all the vidyas, sarvagnyatvat, sarvavitatvat. So he is able to give this knowledge through the agency of the various gurus and teachers of various branches of knowledge. And most important, Brahma Vidya can be taught only by an exalted teacher, isn't it? We call a music guru also a guru, physics guru also as a guru. But who is the guru, the most exalted, who can teach the highest Vidya? Sarva Vidya Nam Pratishtha Brahma Vidya. Who can teach that? The most exalted teacher can teach that. That is why Bhagwan Vishnu is called as the most exalted Guru Tamaha, the most exalted teacher. Adi Guru Rupena. Adi Guru, Vishnu himself as Adi Guru, Lord Vishnu. Bhagwan Dakshinamurti, a manifestation of Lord Vishnu as the Adi Guru. So he is the one, the most exalted teacher of the most exalted Vidya, which is nothing but Brahma Vidya. Then 211th Nama talks about Dhama. Dhama. Dhama means an abode also. Abode. Dhama means an abode. Yadgatvana nivartante tadhama paramam mama. Where did this come? In the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Tadhama paramam mama. Yadgatva na nivartante. That I, when you reach me, when you see me as yourself, as a jnani, okay, that dhama, that abode is one from which one never comes back. Yad gatva nanivartante. So the one who is the abode, the highest abode, the most exalted abode, from which there is no return again into the cycles of samsara. Dhama also means something which is effulgent and self-revealing. Bhagwan Shankaracharya interprets this as Dhama Jyotihi. Jyotihi. Jyotisham Jyotihi. The most effulgent abode. The one which is nothing but the light of consciousness. Pure light of consciousness. Okay? That is why Bhagavad Gita says, Natad bhasayate suryaha न शशांको न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम paramam mama. The one who is the effulgent, the highest abode beyond which there is nothing. That's why in Kathopanishad, Bhagwan Yama uses Parakashta Paragatihi as one of the names for this Parandhama. It's called Parandhama also. Parakashta Paragatihi. Abhayam Vindate. Abhayam it is called. Moksha it is called. Okay. And in Kathopanishad itself, Vishnoho Paramam Padam. We saw it in the last session. So Dhama means all that. The most effulgent, self-effulgent, self-revealing light of consciousness, abiding in which there is no question of coming back into the cycles of birth and death. 212th Nama. Satyaha. Satyaha. The highest truth, the Paramarthika Satyam. All the other truths are Vyavaharika truths. They're not complete, total truths. They're all Vyavaharika. Okay, they are there today, the truth today, maybe. But after some time, somebody else will come and negate the truth and say that is not at all correct. One more theory comes. One person gets a PhD by proving certain thing as truth. In 5 years, another person gets his PhD by proving that that truth was not the reality, it is something else. Even the most most wonderful science or the scientific discoveries which were done, slowly we are finding that they are not really the right ones. You understand? So all those, many of those theories which we studied and grew upon, now we find that those particular theories are no longer very relevant. They were all truths at that time. But ultimately, any truth that is discovered by a human mind, human intellect, is only a partial truth. At that time, yes, it is truth. But then a time comes when we realize that that was not the ultimate truth. But it is not so with Bhagwan Vishnu or Ishvara. Ultimate Satyam, Paramarthika Satyam. There is nothing after that. Parakashta Paragati. The highest truth, the Paramarthika Satyam. All that we explain as scientific laws and this and that and this, the standards of this, everything, things change. They are truths, no doubt, for that particular time, because many things are achieved with those truths, but they are not the ultimate. The ultimate truth, the changeless truth, Satyaha, is nothing but Paramarthika Satyam Ishvara. Also, Satyaha means Lord Vishnu manifesting in the form of a person who speaks the truth. That's why it is said that we should speak the truth. In every word that we speak, it is Lord Vishnu is manifesting in every word. And when we speak the truth, it is the Lord manifesting as the Satya Vachanam. Satyam Bruyat. Isn't it? Anudvega Karam Bruyat. Hitam Bruyat. So, what is the meaning of that? That the speech in the form of the value of speaking the truth. There's so many values, no? Amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa, kshanti, arjava, satyam. Speaking the truth also is considered to be nothing but Bhagavan manifesting as the very truth. Satya Vachana Dharma Rupatvat Satya. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says. Satya Vachana Dharma Rupatvat Satya. Okay. Satyasya Satyam iti Satya. The truth of all the truths. The ultimate truth of all the truths. The truth that we say today, which is relevant to us, is a Vyavaharika Satyam. But the truth of the truth, the ultimate truth, the Paramarthika Satyam is nothing but Lord Vishnu. Then we come to 213. Satya Parakramaha. Satya Parakramaha. Okay. The one who's capable of removing all the obstacles. Vignaharaha. Okay, Vignaharaha. So the one who can remove the obstacles. The one who is, when I surrender to Lord Vishnu, all my obstacles, especially spiritual obstacles. Most of our obstacles are our spiritual obstacles, which obstruct our way forward as moksha purusharthis. And when we resort to Bhagwan, to Ishvara, to Lord Vishnu as karma yogis, as upasana yogis, as jnana yogis, that very surrender to Ishvara is the one who's going to free us from all obstacles. There are no obstacles which Lord Vishnu cannot cross. That means for Lord Vishnu, there are no obstacles. And for a person who surrenders to the Lord, all our obstacles are taken care of. Especially in Moksha Purushartha Marga. If I am sincerely committed to Moksha Purushartha, if I've sufficiently developed Chitta Shuddhi by, surrendering all my actions to the Lord, accepting the karma phala as Lord's prasada, then what remains is nothing. isn't it? The removal obstacle, because so that's what it's called as Parakramaha, Satya Parakramaha. The one who is obstructionless, the one who cannot be obstructed, his sankalpa cannot be obstructed. At the same time, when I surrender to Lord Vishnu as a moksha purusharthi, the obstacles that are lying in my path, especially in the form of prarabdha karmas, they can be very well taken care of by Lord Vishnu. 214th. Nimishaha. Nimishaha means the one whose eyes are closed. When Lord closes his eyes, it is pralaya kala. It is pralaya. When the Lord closes, when Brahmaji sleeps, the night of Brahmaji is the pralaya. Animishaha, the one whose eyes are open. Next word, Nimishaha, Animishaha, 214, 215 can be taken together. And it is said that when the Lord's eyes are open, the activity of the creation and the sustenance takes place. When the eyes of the Lord are closed, then it is the time for resolution of the universe. So, in that blinking of the eye of Ishvara, in Nimisha Animisha, the whole universe appears and disappears. There is a similar name in Lalita Sahasranama. Unmesha Nimishotpanna Vipanna Bhuvanavalihi. Just opening of the eyes of Goddess Lalita, the whole 14 lokas, the whole universe came. And when she closed her eyes, it was the time for pradaya. So, Nimishaha means the one whose eyes are open and the Srishti starts. Okay. Then Animishaha means, Nimishaha means the one whose eyes are closed, where there is pralaya taking place. Animishaha means the one whose eyes are open. That means the Lord is waking, he's awake. Awake means it's not that the Lord is sleeping or awake. It means that is a time when the activities of the creation and sustenance of the world are going on. Actually, what is Lord? He is a Nitya Prabuddha Swarupa. He is Alupta Drik, always awake. There's no tamas in Lord. There's no question of sleeping in Lord. But just for the sake of us understanding, what is the meaning of creation of the universe? What's the meaning of resolution of the universe? When Lord closes his eyes, the universe is resolved into him. And when the Lord opens his eyes, the creation just opens in its very, very glorious form. Then the 216th Sragvi. Sragvi means the one who has a garland around his neck. Srag means the garland. Sragvi means the one who is adorning a garland. And it is a special name is given for this garland. And it is said that, Lord Vishnu's garland is called as Vaijayanti Mala. It is called as the Vaijayanti Mala. It's also said that the Lord is wearing the garland of Panchabhutas. Panchabhutas. That is Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apaha, Prithvi, Pancha Sukshma Mahabhutas. Then the Pancha Sthula Mahabhutas. They're all as though in the body of Lord Vishnu. And therefore he said that he is wearing the garlands of Sukshma Panchabhutas and also the Sthula Panchabhutas. And then this entire universe, which is made up of Sukshma and Sthula Panchabhutas, are like the flowers. And the thread which is through this entire mala is the very consciousness Ishvara, the very consciousness Lord Vishnu. He is like Sutre Manigana Iva. So Sragvi means the one who is like a sutra, where all the sukshma, sthula prapanchas are literally, kind of woven in the form of a garland. So he's wearing the garland of Pancha Mahabhutas, which are useful in creating the entire universe. Then comes the 217th Nama. Vachaspatirudaradhihi. Vachaspati. Very common name we find here. A lot of people have this name, Vachaspati, which talks about Vishnu. Okay. Vachaha here means Vidyas, knowledge. How is knowledge expressed? In terms of words. Isn't it? That's why we have to be very careful in how we use the words. The words are meant to convey knowledge. But if we use this language for wrong things, talking about wrong, wrong kind of words, then that's not the purpose of this language or this vak. So all the vidyas, Vachaspati means the Lord of all vidyas. And Udaradhi, he means the one who has the greatest intellect. Naturally, if you are the knower of all vidyas, your intellect should be what? It is something beyond, it is beyond imagination. Because an intellect, which is the repository of all knowledge, Samagra Jnanam. Therefore, Ishvara does not have a mind. Mind limits it. What is Ishvara's mind? Maya is Ishvara's mind. Therefore, all knowledge is there in Ishvara. Nimitta Rupena, all knowledge is there. Upadana Rupena, all knowledge in the Shakti, Maya Shakti is there. Therefore, Vachaspati means he is the Lord of all Vidyas. Vachaha indicates Vidya here. Vidya means what? Knowledge. Because knowledge is conveyed through words. Therefore, Vachaha here means Vidyaya. Vachaha Vidyayaha Patihi Vachaspatihi. And the one who excels in all these vidyas, the one in whom all these vidyas are there, the one who is capable of communicating all these vidyas through different intellects, he is Udaradhihi, the one with the limitless intellect. Limitless. What is our intellect compared to that? So limited. That also we forget. That little small thing we know, but we forget everything. Whatever we have learned all our lives, we can forget. At the end of our lives, we may not remember even our own name. We may not remember even our children's name. What I have done for my entire life, day in and day out, at a point in life, I may not be able to really remember anything of it. Isn't it? But here it is not like that. Udaradhihi. Ours is a limited dhi. And there it is an udaradhihi. So he's called as Vachaspati because he's the Lord of all Vak. And Vak means the words in the form of Vidya. Because every Vidya is conveyed from the teacher to the student in the form of Vak only. Shravanam, it was a Shravana Vidya. Brahma Vidya was a Shravana Vidya. The Vedika Vidya, the whole Vedas were talked, and taught by Shravana Vidya only. Therefore, he is Vachaspatihi Udaradhihi. Now let's go to the 24th stotra. I don't know how much we'll be able to cover. He says, Agranirgramani Shriman Nyayo Neta Samiranah Sahasramurdha Vishvatma Sahasraksha Sahasrapat. I'm sure these are very familiar names to you, especially when we chant Purusha Sukta, when we chant, many of these Vedic mantras. This is something which we find. Agrani. Agrani means Lord Vishnu, Ishvara, is the only one who is capable of leading a mumukshu to the ultimate goal. Agrani means the one, Agrani. Agram means what? Prakrishtam padam. Vishnoho paramam padam. Muktihi is called as Agram. Agram means what? The highest. Parandhamaha. Parayanaha. Parandhamaha. Okay. So here, Agram means that the one who takes a mumukshu to this final ultimate goal or destination of moksha. For a moksha purusharthi, of course, not for a person who is not interested in moksha. Ishvara will give him other methods. Ishvara will give him something to get into artha, kama, dharma. But I have realized the doshas of the artha, kama, dharma, purusharthas. And now my commitment is to moksha, my foremost goal. Agram prakrishtam padam nayati mumukshun. Mumukshun nayati. The one who guides and the one who takes the mumukshus to the agrapada, agrani. Therefore, he is called as agrani. It's only Ishvara in the form of the Guru, in the form of Shastra. Correct? Ishvara is Shastra also, Ishvara is Guru also. Aham eva vedaha, Vedanta krit, Veda videva cha aham. That's what Bhagavan Krishna said. I am the creator, I am the Veda, not even the creator. I am the Vedas. Vedanta krit, Veda vid. I am the knower, the total knower of all the Vedas. Okay? And I am the one who can take you to that, the all knower. Then, Gramanihi. Gramanihi. Grama means a group of individuals. The group of Indriyas are also called as Indriya Gramas. A group of people are called as, Grama, with a group of people. So the one who is Gramanihi means the one who is the leader of all the beings. Grama generally means a group, a samuha. An Indriya samuha is called as Indriya Gramaha. A samuha of a few houses together, it is called as a Gramaha. And therefore, the one who's the leader of all beings. Gramaha, the one who is Bhuta Gramasya Netritvat Gramanihi. Bhuta Gramasya Netritvam, the one who is the foremost and the leader of the Bhuta Grama. Therefore, he is called as Gramanihi. I think we don't have much time now. We'll keep the next one for the next session. Nandantu sadhaka sarve vinashyantu vidushakaha avastha shambhavi mestu prasannostu guru sada sarve bhavantu sukhinaha sarve santu niramayaha sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschid dukham apnuyat. Om shanti shanti shanti. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Om tat sat.